And the fact that they're unprepared for what to do on first of all, you shouldn't have multiple people in your head. You should have one voice telling you what to do situationally. It is such poor situational management. I'm not surprised because it showed up 2 weeks ago against the Rams. How many times is this going to happen for Arizona till you realize you are failing your football team in those moments?
I have to ask a question now to my coach, because whose job is it to know if he has the first down or not? Clearly, he said he assumed he had the first down. Watching it, it's easy to see why he might have thought that. If you see that as you watch the play, it's where he initially slides. It's not where he finishes. If you're wondering, wait a minute, they don't touch him until after he's past the first down line, but it's where he gives himself up.
That's right.
But whose job is it to know, wait a minute, it's not first down, it's third down?
Well,
whose job is that?
It's always the coach's job to know. And the thing that kills me about the clock management and all that, you see this a lot of times with this college type, coaches and when they come in the league. This is what you do, just so the fans understand what Dan's talking about in 2-minute situations like this. All right, number one, you're always in just one formation.
Right.
And the reason you do that is so everybody can get lined up. You have one word, so it might be, maybe it's a basketball team that you're playing, all right? So whoever it is,
The
or
Sixers,
a baseball,
yeah,
whoever it is, like you have different hot words that tell you exactly the play, okay? And it's always on the same cadence.
Right.
Everything goes that way. And the fact that it doesn't, and you've got to spike the ball after you get a first down, and then you run up on that and you spike it again, those are wasted downs, and they probably could have used those things, all right? And so to me, it's absolutely atrocious, and I'm just sitting back going, do you not have that, mechanism? Because it certainly didn't look like you did.
What do you think, RC?
I mean, I think when you look at the way the Arizona Cardinals play 2 minute, it's give the ball to Kyler and everybody else get the frick out the way.
Right.
It's much like we had
right.
with Michael Jordan when you go back to the Raiders game and the comeback, and every time we see this team have great fourth quarters, it's about Kyler Murray's talent. It's never been about the way that they go out and execute in the 2 minute. And this is just another example of it, that Kyler Murray is expected to do everything, not only physically, but mentally. But in looking at this situation, I will say this about Kyler Murray, because I think he's one of the best in football in knowing when to get an extra yard and also knowing when to protect himself. This is an opportunity. You get every yard that you can possibly get because you don't know. They can't see that yellow line, right? The yellow line is not for them. It's for us. Kyler Murray needs to get as many yards as he probably can, look to the sideline and figure out, okay, are they moving the sticks? Do we see the chain game moving along, or is it third down? And I think he didn't do a good job of that. But also, there should be someone on the sideline communicating with Kyler Murray constantly in that situation.
One, Josh Allen is not sliding. Lamar Jackson is not sliding. I don't care what anyone says. Two, when you get that slide and it's 3rd and 1, you have plenty of time. What do we say is like the line of demarcation to get a play off, get a conversion or whatever, and then spike the ball? It's like 16 seconds, right? Kyler slides with 27 seconds left. You can easily call a pass play in this moment, and if you get the conversion, well, you then have plenty of time to go up and spike the ball. And if you get an incompletion, I can stop it.
Here's what's interesting about that too, Greeny. If you have the opportunity where you are set up the way that Rex said, if you are prepared in that manner, whether it's 3rd down or 1st down, the same play works.
Totally.
Right? If we throw something to the outside and it's incomplete, then it's okay because it's 4th down and now we can kick. If we throw something to the outside and it is complete and we get out of bounds, now we can regroup and we know where we are. It's about being prepared for the moment, and it's about anticipation.
Yes.
That's the job of preparation, to be able to participate, and they were not able to do that.
I understand everything you guys are saying. Everything you're saying is right, but I will ask again on behalf of all of us who didn't play and were never in that moment. They didn't know it wasn't 1st down.
No.
What happened is they thought it was 1st down.
When you call quarterback draw on 2nd and 10, you should be anticipating not getting the 1st down.
No, I understand that. But my point is, in the moment, they clearly think they have it. No, they would never have clocked the ball if they had known.
If you think you have it, right? Like you call the quarterback draw and it's in between, and all of a sudden you call a play for 3rd down and they wind it to 1st down, you've got plenty of time to adjust and go, hey, spike, 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 spike. You plan for what the worst case scenario is and adjust for what to be the best case scenario is. We can't bail out the coach here. It's a complete failure for preparation.
And I think that's the point, too, Greeny, about saying the same play works.
Right.
And understanding,
You're right,
the same way we got on Mike McCarthy last year for not thinking ahead, for not having that plan. That's exactly what's happened with Cliff Kingsbury. And with him, it has happened repeatedly as well. So if we were going to be hard on Coach McCarthy last year, we have to be the same way on Cliff Kingsbury right now.
I understand
absolutely.
that. I'm trying to bail out the quarterback, I guess, is what I'm doing. I think he thinks it's first down. And if someone is telling him to clock it in his head,
well,
I understand why he thinks it's first down.
The thing that I think he knew that he had the first down. In his eyes, he thought he had the first down.
That's what I mean.
Okay. But when he's saying the guy in his head, he said everybody was saying it.
Yeah.
It's not everybody.
There's one
There's
voice.
only one voice in your headset, okay, saying it. And the other thing is that everybody included him, because he clearly is telling everybody.
Right, clock.
You're right, Ralph.
Clock. So to me, that's where I'm saying, like, as you watch Kyler on this slide, watch what he does here. He'll get up, and then, that's after the fact.
Right.
But he literally was saying,
He was.
Spike,
I saw it.
spike.
Right away.
Right away.
So,
And
listen,
that means that he thought it. Everybody meant him.
I
and
blame
probably
Kyler
the
for
coach.
not going to get the first down, like making it
Absolutely.
obvious. That's what I would say.
Daniel Jones would have gone for it.
Situationally,
Like
this is on Cliff Kingsbury and his staff for not handling it, but I would love Josh, Lamar,
any
Patrick,
quarterback.
all those guys are going to go get the first down. We
Right.
could sit here and say, well, Kyler's smaller. No, you're $250 million to go in the game.
Yeah, honestly, like even Tom Brady there dives forward and tries to get yards.
Absolutely.
And it's not an
You're
indictment.
still giving yourself up if you do
Yeah,
that.
it's in no way an indictment on Kyler's character or his toughness. It's his understanding of the moment.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.